Welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down a story of three women trapped in the web of packaging, the fake life, and the dark underbelly of the hustle. This is a story where the Yahoo girl lifestyle meets the slay queen delusion. The story begins with Zara and Mina, two roommates living a life of quiet desperation. Mina is unemployed and hasn't paid her rent in months, forcing Zara to shoulder the entire financial burden. Mina's survival strategy is waiting on her boyfriend, Pato, but the man hasn't called or seen her in over a month. To make ends meet, Zara decides they must rent out their guest room. Mina is strictly against a stranger moving in, but because she hasn't contributed a kobo to the household, she is forced to stay silent and agree. Zara herself is living a double life. While she tells everyone she is a successful forex trader, she is actually an online scammer, a Yahoo girl. She spends her nights billing white men by faking love, using a middleman named Osas to handle the PayPal transactions. Osas takes a massive cut of the money and looks for new victims, and the cycle continues. Their world is turned upside down when Kelly moves in. Kelly is a social media influencer who claims she just returned from the United States and plans to stay for 6 months before buying her own mansion. From the moment she walks in, she looks down on Mina, calling her a house help because of her appearance. This sparks a deep hatred in Mina, who begs Zara to kick her out, but Zara reminds her that without Kelly's rent money, they will be on the streets. Kelly fills the house with luxury clothes, wigs, and bags, constantly rubbing her possessions in Mina's face. However, a strange shift happens when Mina catches Kelly filming a video. Impressed by the hustle, Mina asks for tips, and Kelly agrees to teach her how to build a following, telling her that once she is a celebrity, she can easily scam forex students for even more money. Mina's personal life is just as messy. She goes to find Pato, only to see him coming down the stairs with another woman. Pato lies to her face, saying the lady is just his brother's friend. When Mina doesn't believe him, he shuts her down and tells her to get in the kitchen and cook, treating her like a servant. After she spends hours cooking for him, Pato tastes the food, spits it out, and calls it tasteless and rushed. He tells her that her lack of skill in the kitchen is exactly why he ghosts her. Mina, broken and dependent, takes the insults and stays. Back at the house, the packaging war reaches a boiling point. Kelly takes down Mina's picture from the wall and replaces it with her own. She starts a live video, lying to her followers that she bought the house. She shows off her rings and a diamond necklace, but Mina stands behind her and yells that everything she is wearing is fake. Kelly hits back, mocking Mina's car, calling it crap compared to her Mercedes-Benz. A physical fight breaks out, and Zara gets hit while trying to separate them. Zara finally screams the truth: both of them are faking their lives. She tells Kelly that if she were truly rich, she wouldn't be paying for a single room, and she tells Mina to stop the useless competition. Mina, desperate to prove a point, buys a tripod to start a YouTube channel, but she gets 0 comments and barely 100 views. When Kelly unboxes a $16,000 pair of shoes from Louis Vuitton, Mina's jealousy peaks. She buys a Celine bag and tells everyone Pato bought it for her, but the reality is much darker. She took out a loan from a loan shark app and listed Zara as her guarantor without her knowledge. Soon, the loan sharks begin hounding Zara, eventually sending a terrifying fake obituary of Mina, threatening to post it on billboards if the 500k naira isn't paid in 8 hours. Kelly just laughs, revealing that Mina's bag is a fake worth only a fraction of the debt. Then, the house of cards begins to fall. A man named Marcus and his wingman storm the house, demanding money from Kelly. Kelly tries to lead them outside to hide the truth, but Marcus refuses. He reveals the Mercedes was never paid for and repossesses the car keys right there. Mina laughs at Kelly's humiliation, but her joy is short-lived. She goes to Pato for money to pay the loan sharks, but he calls her a money machine and throws her out, ending their relationship. Finally, Zara's middleman, Osas, betrays her. He scams the Yahoo girl, keeping $45,000 of her money and buying himself a new car, leaving Zara with nothing. With Zara's mother needing ₦1 million spine surgery and the girls being broke, Kelly reveals she used to be an escort. She takes them to a madam through a fixer named Dapo. The madam takes a 20% cut and demands they sleep with the men for 2 million naira each. Zara initially refuses, but the madam says it's a 3-person deal or no deal at all. Under pressure to save her mother, Zara agrees. They do the first job and celebrate with the millions, but the money is quickly drained by bad forex trades and more luxury shopping. They go back for a second job, paying $2,000 each. Zara tells Dapo she is on her period, but Dapo says he has a client who specifically loves girls on their periods and will pay more. While Zara's client is kind and respectful, Mina's client is a monster. He uses whips and toys, physically abusing her and forcing her to call him master. Zara finds Mina the next morning covered in bruises on the floor. When they threaten to go to the police, Dapo warns them that these men are well connected and will kill them if they talk. He takes his 20% and leaves. The trauma becomes spiritual. Zara begins to have nightmares of the man she was with, and then the bleeding starts. It's not a normal period, she bleeds continuously for a month. Doctors can find no medical cause, and Zara becomes weaker every day. Realizing it's a spiritual consequence of their lifestyle, the girls take her to a church. After days of intense prayer, the bleeding finally stops. Humbled and broken, the 3 women give their lives to Christ and leave their old lives behind. The movie ends with them opening a podcast to tell their story, warning others that packaging and the fake life are traps, and that God's time is the best.